Affiliate Nerd Out Real Talk Friday edition. With me as always, Christen Big Time Evans. Welcome back. How's your
It's
week going?
good. I just took a sourdough loaf out of the oven.
Yeah,
I made
starting
an
off hot.
everything bagel one, and it smells so good. I'm so excited to try it. Yeah, I had a couple good calls with people this week. I have a post that's going like viral on LinkedIn right now. It's got over 20,000 impressions, which is hilarious.
All right. What was it about?
Um, you're kind of on TikTok, but I doubt you're on this side of TikTok. There is a girl who has been pranking her boyfriend. She got a rock, like from outside, just a rock, and she unboxed it and was like, "Oh, it's finally here! It's my rock from Anthropology. Like it's the decorative rock. It's been sold out. Like all of these things." And he just crashes out. Like he's like, "It's a rock. How much did you pay for it?" And she's like, $150, but they go up to $1,000, and he's just losing it. And then she gets so many people in on it. Like she gets her mom in on it. Like her mom comes over and she's like, "Oh, you got the rock. I've been wanting to get the rock." And then she got his mom in on it. And other people are starting to do it to like their significant others. Like, it's a trend. But Anthropology has gotten in on it. And like they made a video about, like two of their associates or whatever were in the store showing off the rock collection. And then they made another post where it's like wrapped up like you would get something from Anthropology, all fancy and bougie and whatever. And it's like, we're doing a rock giveaway. So they're like playing in and tapping into the whole thing, which is great. It's creating a really, really, really funny organic social media moment. But I wrote about it on LinkedIn, and it's got like 20,000 plus views. Like it keeps going up and up and up. It started like an hour after I posted it was at like 5,000 impressions, and now it's at 20,000, and that was like 2 days ago. So yeah, it's just been funny. It's always, you never know what's going to catch and what's going to go viral. And like that rock prank obviously was one of those moments. And then like continuing to speak about it, like I find it fascinating. I love those moments.
Rock prank. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll have to take a look.
I'll send you a couple.
My TikTok is getting flooded with oh, so this is an ongoing, like there's multiple of these.
There's
Okay.
multiple of them. It's
I
so funny.
I've been my TikTok has been filled up with one um bags of food over a tank of fish, and like you have to
Okay.
you have to give it a rose, and it like takes a needle and it pokes holes in the bag, and like the bag just holds on for dear life, and it's really hot on live right now. And then the other one was wives getting behind their husbands who are up on a ladder doing
Mhm.
something and taking the drill and like pressing the button and then like poking them
I've
and
seen a couple
watching
of
them
those.
lose their mind, like falling off ladders. And that one's super rude to me. But I get it. It's kind of funny, and watching the guys just their
Freak out.
reactions. Yeah, that a drill is going to hurt them, but that natural reaction is just hard to miss.
Yeah, it's so funny. You and I are on such different sides of TikTok.
Sure. You develop your own algos, right?
Yeah, yeah. And mine's built it brick by brick, man.
Uh,
How was your week?
oh, good, good. Content wise, excellent. Sold another thing. Now I've got to go execute, and
Nice.
so that's coming along. But really good week for content and like really organizing what's going to be the needle mover for me
Love
and
it.
what to focus on. I went through this course of AI that is for business right now,
Okay.
and they pulled together some really incredible content and new tools that I get to go out and play around with. So excited to do that and automate more of the things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Um, so always keep learning on that AI business side of things.
You have
Um,
a webinar coming up, right?
I do, yeah. Something I've been thinking about for a long time is the true cost of affiliate marketing and
Mhm.
showcasing what do people actually have to put in? What are the nice haves and the must haves
Yep.
in a program? It's something I wanted to outline with you. Like, I've got the crew to do it. Jake over at JEB is going to join me. Hafiz over at Inflection, and then Brooke Shaw over at FMTC. So it'll be a really good talk. Those guys are all really smart on business building and like strategy.
Yeah.
So, but I have to break the outline. I've got to ask the right questions, right?
Mhm.
So, like in your mind, if you think about this topic, what is the true cost of affiliate marketing? What are your first like must-haves in that scenario?
Um, you must have like, decent room in your margins to be able to pay
Mm,
partners first.
okay.
Like that's first and foremost. Like that's an absolute must have. Because I mean, you know me, I commission on a spectrum based kind of where the affiliate is positioned in the funnel. And that's a pretty like lots of people do that. And so you have to have some wiggle room to be able to go to those upper numbers based on, the competitive analysis, like what your competitors are doing in the space, and oftentimes that might look like 20%, that might look like 25%. I know in some verticals that can go as high as 75%. Like you really need to have that, you need to have knowledge of like what your comfort level is and what your margins are. The nice to haves is always anything above and beyond that. If you're going to come with budget, you can't come with like, oh, well, I have $200 that we can pay people. Like, yes, there are things you can do with that. You can do, sales bonuses, you can do activation bonuses, stuff like that. But if you really do need to come to the table with a little bit extra that you can allocate for flat fee spend, because that's how publishers are working these days, period. Everybody like honest brand reviews. If you're working with like Grapevine, which used to be like my subscription addiction, they have like a whole different model than they used to. Obviously like the larger publishers, we're looking at the Skim, Meredith, all of those. Like if you really want guaranteed inclusion and you really want people talking about your brand, you have to come to the table with at least $5,000 a month in budget, or at least $5,000 a couple times a year to secure those placements. And luckily with $5,000, like you can get a couple of smaller placements and be able to spread it out, or you can secure, the most basic placement with Condé Nast. Like there are opportunities there, but I'm actually moving the nice to have of budget more into a must these days, because it's just
Yeah.
everything's different. It's not 100% performance anymore. I mean, it is in some verticals, in some cases it is. But when you're looking at D2C, when you're looking at retail and you're talking about spreading brand awareness and, reducing brand risk, that comes with the price of getting premium content and having and paying for it, as well as paying, premium commission rates.
Yes, yes, I totally agree on that aspect of it is moving into a must-have. The
Mhm.
only exception there is if your brand is so big and so popular that
Anybody wants to work
people
with you. Yeah.
and everybody wants to work with you, right? Like, um, funny enough, at Inflection, when I'm recruiting for these products, everybody wants to work with the Aura Ring. Like
Mhm.
they get 100 applications a day, and they are willing to not even get a gift and
Yeah.
still make content and join the program. But like, not every product is built like that. So,
Right.
um, most programs that are just starting out or looking for that affiliate marketing growth are not in that bucket.
Yeah.
So having that exploratory budget is moving into that must-have situation. But from a, higher level standpoint, uh, tech tracking, like
Yeah. I was
being
just going to say that too.
you gotta have that. That is the first must-have. Like,
You
you
have to
cannot
have
just
the budget for the platform,
yeah,
and you have to have the budget for the transaction fees that are likely going to happen. Not all platforms have that same setup where it's
yeah,
an integration fee and then a percentage on transactions, but you have to factor that in, and you also have to factor in what your true goals are, because different levels of platforms have different costs. There's starter packs, and then there's getting bigger and bigger. Sometimes it depends on how much you want to track as well. Like I am working with um a baby sleep training app, and so we have like 16 actions set up to be able to track, because there's, app download, account creation, premium membership, plus membership, and then there's like online purchases, and that's across iOS and Android. And that's going to cost more. Some of those integrations are going to cost more because it takes more resources at the platform to set up. So yeah, having that in mind, that like obviously you're going to start off with the app or the tech tracking, and then you also have to have the commissions that you're going to pay out for affiliates. So that's A1 right there. Is those are the absolute in the door, but then it's like, who's going to do it? Are you doing it? Are you hiring somebody to do it?
That's another like must have, right?
Yep.
Somebody to run this program.
Somebody has to be actively running affiliate. You can't just turn it on, set it, and forget it. It might have been that way once upon a time, but it's evolved. The quality of the programs has evolved, and so being able to have somebody that's knowledgeable to run it and like understands how to approve applications.
Yeah, and so the tracking solution could be anywhere from $50 to thousands and thousands of dollars per month, right?
Yep.
Just depends on what kind of scale you're looking to go to and what kind of attribution models and full length of the sales process and funnel that you're wanting to attribute and track. And then the affiliate management aspect of it, like hire an agency or consultant for $3,000 to $10,000 a month. You have to budget for that. Like that all piles up, every piece of this. So like, is $50,000 enough to start an affiliate program? Like you have to ask that question, like, or what's the bare minimum you're going to have to invest before you recoup your investment in 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's the thing, is it's an investment, right? Like it's not just like hiring somebody to do something. You're investing in their time to use their expertise to build it, and you're investing in additional growth in your business. But it's also not, it's going to take time, so you have to look at it as like, okay, I must come to the table with at least 3 to 6 months worth of being able to do, the tracking, the agency, paying out commissions and potentially getting flat fee placements. Like, it's not like you can come to the table with like 1 month and be like, oh, I can do this for a month and we'll see if it works. It's not going to. It's just won't.
It isn't. You're right. All right. That's a great outline, a great start. And I'll inform others like when that's coming out.
Yeah.
How about your phone call of the week? You have any good calls?
Yeah, Ryan Fitzgerald from AWIN introduced me to a potential client. I think I'm going to start with consulting with him because he's like just not there yet. But his name is Jay Newman, and he's got a really fascinating kind of backstory. We had scheduled for a half an hour call, and an hour and 45 minutes later, we were finally wrapping up. But he's just he was just really interesting to listen to, and I think as like a business founder, like his story is one of those that like it's just engaging, and so he was really cool, really interesting to talk to.
Okay, great. Mine was a Ryan as well, Rob, as we call him, Ryan Robinson. He's a killer in SEO expertise and blogging, and he has a course that he sold previously, but he created this new AI tool called Right Blogger.
Okay.
And this thing, I became a client instantly. It's $25 a month, and it has so many different tools to help create content with AI. And like the best feature it has is taking a YouTube video and turning it into a blog post.
I
And
love that.
it's spectacular tool. Anyway, Ryan, one of the highlights of our call and conversation was the movement of AI and where it's going, and Google's SERP getting smaller and smaller for affiliates, and the necessity of having YouTube and video content rather than written content is more paramount than ever. And
Yeah.
written blogs are on their way out because AI and Google is taking up that first SERP, and that
Mhm.
LLM like message is what people are reading right now, and it's going to absorb more of that first SERP on Google. So he said be wary of that more than anything, and that was a really big eye opener.
That's good to know. That sounds like a cool tool too.
It really is. It's great for those bloggers out there and content creators trying to make more out of one piece of content, and
Yeah.
it's super smart, well done, and
Awesome.
very affordable. Go check it out. But that's our time for this week. Thanks for joining me as always.
Of course.
Awesome. Have a good weekend, and